Hi guys, this is Jason here with another video for you guys, and today we will be talking about the Oregon Ducks, 19th ranked in the AP poll, and the Cal is 22-23 in the AP poll. 7:30 kickoff, late kickoff this week against the Golden Bears on FS1. Cal is a very good team, undefeated on the year. They beat um, Idaho State last 2 weeks ago. They beat BYU and North Carolina to open up the year. Very good coaching staff they have, led by Justin Wilcox, former Oregon player, former Johnson City graduate. They're led by a three-quarterback system, but Chase Gavos is the leading quarterback, 6 touchdowns, 1 INT, 454 yards. This Cal's offense averaging about 30 points per game. That's good enough for 68 in the country. Offensively, 382 yards per game. That passing game, 202 per game, and 94th in the country. They're rushing the ball for about $180 per game, led by Patrick Lord, 147 yards and 1 touchdown. All three quarterbacks that they will play, Gavos, McLean, and Bowers, will be running the quarterbacks. All of them will be running quarterbacks. Cal's not a team that's gonna. You look on paper. The stats may not blow them away. The defense is very good. They're actually 25. They're ninth on the third down defense. 25% of the offense gets third downs, and that could be, that's the competition and whatnot. North Carolina is an okay team. BYU, they just beat Wisconsin 2 weeks ago. I like that BYU team to really contend with Washington on a Saturday night as well too. But we'll see. But the defense 16th in the nation, 302 per game, 27th ranked pass defense, 170. But let's be honest, the quarterback play that they have faced, it's not going to be the caliber of quarterback that Justin Herbert is. And they are 45th ranked defense when it comes to the run, at 131 rushes yard. The leading wide receivers, Jordan Duncan, 9 catches, 127, and a couple of scores. Patrick Lodge, the senior, very good running back, probably the most underrated running back in this conference. I think I'll be saying that a lot this year. This Pac-12 has very good running backs and whatnot. And they're coming off of a bye, very not so great team coming off of a bye. Since 2011, Cal is 2-7 coming off of a bye. So that's something to look out for. Let's talk about Oregon real quick. Oregon coming off of that emotional of a heartbreak versus Stanford. Oregon dominated Stanford about 3/4 of that ball game, and then just that fourth quarter just went awry for Oregon. But Oregon's a very good team nonetheless. They're probably the third best team in the Pac-12. I honestly feel comfortable saying that. Cal is about the 4th and 5th best team in the Pac-12. Justin Herbert, 63%, 13 touchdowns, 5 INTs, 1 a week ago. 1,100 yards. He's projected to be the number one pick. Saw Pro Focus mock draft. They got him as the number one pick if the Giants gets it. I don't think the Giants will get the number one pick, but he should definitely be the number one quarterback taken off the board. You look at it as intangibles, the way he throws the ball, very quick release, and I wanna you watch my videos, you know how I feel about Justin Herbert. He's a very good quarterback. I think the best pro style, the best pro prospect quarterback that Oregon has ever had. That's including Mariota, Joey Hampton, and Akili Smith, all that went top 5 picks at the University of Oregon. Oregon's running game is pretty much a running back by committee. C.J. Verdell leads the Ducks with 314 yards, 2 touchdowns. C.J. Verdell is the running back that's known for the fumble. I know what people are gonna say about that, and whatnot, and it's fair till he does something right, I guess. Tony Rich James 200 yards on it this season, 3 touchdowns. As of making this video right now, Tony Rich James is questionable for the Cal game. He rolled his ankle during the Stanford game, so we'll see about that. And another player for Oregon that's really questionable is Austin Aflahi, defensive lineman for Oregon. But Oregon's D line is very deep with Cumler could step in and play very good at snaps for Oregon. Durham Mitchell is establishes himself as the number one wide receiver for the University of Oregon. 20 catches, 337, and a touchdown. Johnny Johnson leads the wide receivers in the touchdowns, four touchdowns, 9 picks, and 168 yards. Let's go Oregon by the numbers before we get out of here and get my thoughts about this game. Oregon is 13th in points per game in 46.5. They're 66 in the nation on defensive points, 24.5. 16th in the country offensive third down, 27th in defensive third downs in 30%. 18th ranked offense, 508 yards. 28th on defensive yards given up per game, 326. The passing offense is 22nd in the nation, about 300 yards per game. 97th pass defense, 251. KJ Castados, the only 300-yard passer that Oregon has given up all year. I expect that to continue. Oregon is 40th ranked in rush offense, 205th. And through 4 games, Oregon is the fourth rated rush defense in 75 yards per game. So Oregon has a good defense. We talked about it. Now another news for Oregon. I don't think I said it in my recap video for Stanford. Tosh Griffin, the senior running back, has transferred. It's just a crowded backfield with C.J. Verdell, Tony Rich James, Travis Dye, Darren Felix, all could run up the ball and has running the ball successfully. I think Felix may redshirt this year. I don't think we saw him last week against Stanford. So, the biggest question for Oregon is how they're going to bounce back against an emotional, heartbreaking loss to Stanford. I've been saying it all week on Twitter and whatnot. You gotta take the positives out of that game. You dominated Stanford for mostly of that ball game. The recruits that went to that ball game said that Oregon dominated. I know they didn't win the game, but they did dominate. So just it's all about playing for a full 60 minutes. You don't want to play for 90% of the games, 90% of the game. So if Oregon could come out and focus and play to the potential, I think this is a blowout, probably a 2-touchdown game. If Oregon struggles to get off a good start, it's going to be a game, and it's going to have Duck fans uncomfortable. Looking at the numbers on paper and what I've seen from Cal, Oregon should win this ballgame. Cal started out 3-0 last year, first conference game. Oregon beat them. Saying that, Oregon hasn't won a road conference game for a while. They went 0-4 on the road in the Pac-12 last year. Didn't get a road Pac-12 win. The last road Pac-12 win was actually Utah in Herbert's first freshman year. That was the quiz again with Dana Kenton catching the ball. It was incomplete when it ruled it on the field, but it got overturned by instant replay. So it's been a long time. Granted, when Oregon was on the road, Herbert only played the Arizona State game until he got hurt versus Cal last year. But saying that, Oregon did win big last year against Cal. It was a 45-24 win or something like that. So Cal's a very good team. They shouldn't be taken lightly. But like I said, if Oregon could play the way that Oregon can, I expect them to win. And probably win big and going away. I expect Cristobal with blowing that lead. I think he's going to have the foot on the gas all the time. I don't think we'll see that conservative offense. If the reason I say that, and I think about a time in the 80s, Jimmy Johnson's coach, Miami team, gave up a big lead to Maryland, I believe. It was like a 28-point or 30-point comeback, and after that, Jimmy Johnson just ran up the score on everybody. I want to say that Oregon's going to be that dominant, but I think Cristobal learned a lot in the coaching last week, and said, hey, you can't relax. You gotta just put your gas to the pedal and just go and go, and don't ease up. And granted, a lot of the mistakes last week was a lot on the plays. You had a bad snap in the red zone that led to a touchdown. So when you watch this game, Oregon needs to come out fast. They need to control this game quickly and do it in a physicality way. I believe they'll do that. Third downs. Cal's third down defense is very good. 5 of the 7 INTs on the defense has come on third downs. So Oregon needs to convert third downs. Don't turn over the ball on third downs. Red zone. Gotta get touchdowns in the red zone. Oregon had two possessions in the red zone last week that they came away with field goal or no points. before halftime. Bad snap on the third down, result in a field goal, and the scooping score by Stanford. That's when they got no points. So Oregon needs to control the ball and just not let up. Or on the Cal side, Cal needs to do what Oregon wants to do. Get out fast. Get out to a quick lead. You've had 2 weeks to prepare. They should be prepared very good. Cal could have beat Oregon. Now, I'm not saying that Cal can't, but I've seen Oregon and playing the best. Not, they're very hard to beat playing the best. We saw that in the first half, but first half against Stanford. Second half versus Stanford, everybody in the Pac-12, including Oregon State, could beat Oregon. So if Oregon could play the way that I know they could play, and all the Duck fans know that they can play, this shouldn't be a very lopsided game. And so once before we get out of here, 7:30 on FS1. Oregon right now is a 1.5 favorite. I expect that line to be a pick'em before kickoff. At 7:30 kickoff, I know people on the East Coast, 10:30 is very late. But on the West Coast, it's a good thing because there's a lot of good prime time games on that 5 o'clock window. Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, Stanford, and Washington and BYU all play about right around that 5 o'clock video. I'll make it the week preview coming up here in a couple hours. I'll also have an NFL week 3, week 4, and NFL weekly preview. So it's a busy day for me making videos. I love making videos talking about football. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you are having a great day. Enjoy the sun. It's sunny in Oregon, at least in my parts of the woods. And once again, go Ducks.